More coffee.
I'm waiting for a coffee delivery. We're live.
Oh, oh yeah, we're
People.
live.
We're live.
Oh,
Hang on.
hang on.
Yeah,
Hang on.
I don't believe you're just doing this.
got to finish the decoration.
They've got me a new coffee cup mug called Mr. Grumpy. And I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
And we've personalised it fully.
And Dave has seen it already because he watched the Kofi supporter stream. Mr. Knobs. It's quite apt, actually. I am prone to fiddling me knobs. I did, in fact, take the studio apart again today.
Literally
5 minutes.
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. Oh, and our little chat thing's working as well. So we've got Dave Roberts, we've got Roy Hart. And Dave Robert is right. It should be Mr. Knobs. And Kren's made it.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Kren. We thought Kren was busy, but he's obviously made...
Did you say what's for you as well? Or did you
And
miss
then what's
that?
for you in there as
Yes.
well?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. What's for you? Thank you very much for the special package
Yes, I loved it.
you
Thank
put in
you.
for Sabah.
We were actually amazed that it order
Arrived
arrived
today.
this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, What's For You do the best conductor rubber on the planet. They sell through eBay, so check out their shop. And their rubber is that good, that's who supplies us.
Yeah.
Because we've got complete faith in their kit.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
And Kren singing big
And big hugs to Sabah. Yeah,
Oh, thank
Sabah
you.
is back with us. For those that don't know, we didn't do a live stream last week because a week and a half ago, Sabah's mother passed away. And we've spent the last week and a half supporting her and helping her out everywhere we can. And it's been difficult, hasn't it?
Very difficult.
It's been a very trying couple of weeks. But she was determined to come in today
Yeah.
to expose herself on the internet. I was expecting something different, but
You were hoping for something.
it is
different, what you really
it is
did.
YouTube, I suppose.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
So yeah, Sabah is back. We've still got lots of things we need to sort out.
Yeah.
But that will come with time. So thank you for everybody who sent
The lovely messages.
Yeah. It's been very well received by you, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah. I think she said to me the other day she didn't realise she had so many people that were friends. And it's true, you don't until you get a tragedy like that
Yeah.
that you actually realise who your friends are. So that is really, really nice. I'm just going to refresh the chat just to make sure that we are...
Oh.
Yeah, we are up to date. So, production-wise, the last couple of weeks has been absolutely manic because we've been dealing with a massive issue, obviously, and we've had 2 big wholesale orders.
And
And
Eastern
know that.
Systems said,
Systems have just joined us.
Let's not expose ourselves. No. Tempting as it is,
not on YouTube.
not on YouTube. We'll find ourselves in a naughty corner very, very quickly.
Oh, thank you, E-stim.
So, yeah, thank you everyone who has sent their support in for Sabah. It means a lot to all of us, and especially it means a lot to you, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. But we've been busy
We
in the
have.
background without the farm manager, because the farm manager, also known as Treat Bitch
And coffee maker.
and Coffee Maker, she's Treat Bitch when the dog's in the room, and the dog is in the room, so she's in charge of the chicken. Kren, yeah, it can be odd how it happens. Good few years back, I was in a car smash. Didn't expect much contact. Was surprised and a little humble with the amount of support from people. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice when people rally round.
Yeah, it is.
It restores your faith in humanity. But yeah, it's been a tough time, hasn't it?
Very.
But you're back, aren't you? Means I can
I
get some
am.
work out, you know. Crap the whip.
Well, that's it, because it's been a blinking nightmare trying to get these
It is.
wholesale orders. and
Without
out
her,
of stock.
she's a key member of the team.
Definitely.
And she was sorely missed, weren't you? Yeah. So we've had 2 big wholesale orders go out. One to Dibernium, which are a German company that do fetish fairs like BBB that we used to go to. So we had a massive order go out to them. Yesterday we shipped out another huge wholesale order to Gary at Happy Stim. So he should have our stuff back in stock on Monday. But it may take him a day or 2 to process it and get it onto his
Yeah.
website and all the rest of it.
And we've got to say a big thank you to E-stim Systems for the supplying the packaging box. That
We use for
Yeah.
that. So recycling is cool. And thank you for the flowers that you sent as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
they meant the world to me.
They made your day, didn't they?
They did.
Do I remember a little teddy bear being in
Yes,
little-
little Tigger.
Little Tigger.
Yeah.
Tigger the Teddy, which is nice. In other news, Uber Kinky have gone bust.
Oh.
OMG. For those
Wow.
that are not aware, Uber Kinky is a massive online retailer in the UK doing kink stuff, sex toys, outfits, and all the rest of it. That is news.
Yeah.
That is big
Yeah.
news.
That is a big loss.
And I believe they were a stockist as well for E-stim systems, so that's not good. That's obviously how E-stim systems know. Yeah, it's worrying times. Times are hard, which is why it's so appreciated, the support that we get. Because you can obviously send your money everywhere.
Yeah,
The fact that
that's
some
it.
of you decide to spend some money with us is very much appreciated.
11 viewers is this.
And
a
Dragon,
record?
welcome Dragon. You snuck in there
You
unnoticed. Yeah. Is this a record? Concurrent viewers, 11's a good number. We sometimes have more when people just flick in and bugger off because they don't like the look of me, which is understandable. I can live with that. I've lived it with my whole life. We're used to it around here. But yeah, having 10 concurrent viewers is nice. So thank you all for taking time out of your Saturday
Come and hang out.
to
with
come and
us.
hang out with us
Yeah.
and listen to us waffle. We have got some questions, which we're going to go over in a minute.
Oh, I need to go and get the question.
Oh, she had one
I
job.
know.
Oh, no. 2 seconds before we were due to come on, you were like, where's my coffee?
I do need my coffee.
I need a coffee.
I need my coffee.
Make me another one.
Well, don't buy me a coffee cup. A coffee cup is only any use when it's got coffee in it. So that's good. Records coming back, I hear. Yeah. Classic 45. Get them on turntable. They cannot handle the salt and pepper hair.
That's it.
I'm not saying anything. It takes me ages to colour. I'm black hair in the morning. I colour these in individually.
He does.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we go through some Tipex, don't we? So what we're gonna talk about first? Apart from everyone is wonderful. They are.
Everyone is wonderful.
Really appreciate. And we always get the same crowd in, which is nice.
Yeah.
We have some
It is
hardcore
lovely.
regulars. For those that are not aware, you should be. If you keep your ear to the ground, E-stim Systems are doing their monthly live stream tomorrow at 5 o'clock GMT. And they have a guest. They're going to be
Yeah.
live streaming with a guest. We were guests on one of their live streams remotely, and that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But they have someone in the studio with them. And if you've been watching their recent videos, you might be able to work out who it could possibly be.
We're certainly going to be there.
I've got my
Special
popcorn
is
ready.
special is the word. Let me just highlight that because special guest. It's going to be fun.
That's it.
We are going to be watching.
Definitely.
We will have 3 pots of popcorn on the go, and it's going to be so nice being the other side of the camera
It is.
Yeah.
because it's like daunting being on this side of the camera.
Beat
Yeah,
button
I
at
think
the-
I know who it is as well, Dave. And bleep button at the ready.
Yeah.
That's just confirmed who it is.
Yes.
So we definitely know who it is now. So that'll be lots of fun. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that. Get some popcorn, get yourself nice and comfy, and be entertained because that's what they do.
Oh, wow, Dragon, you're really going to have
A Venus 2000 and an Edgeomatic 3K and the Mercury. I'm going to be so. You are going to be. You need
Yeah.
to remortgage your house for
Yeah.
that lot. That's some serious tech there.
I can understand why your wallet is already crying with that plan.
Which is nice. Yeah, I'm crying for you, but you'll enjoy it. Having used the Venus myself,
Yeah, you really enjoyed that,
yeah,
didn't you?
good
Really,
bit of kit.
really
Good bit of
enjoyed
kit.
that.
Good bit of kit. So, thank you everyone for tuning in,
Thank you.
especially for supporting her this last week and a half. It's been difficult, isn't it? And we're not
Very.
through it yet.
We're not.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to do next?
Okay. Why are those on the desk?
I don't know. No,
So just put them to one side.
you might have been using them earlier, so put them to one side without showing what. Are they nipple clamps?
Yeah.
You mean you might have been using them earlier?
Well, not on me. That's all I'm saying on that one.
That's what happens before I
So
come in.
go on, you carry on. I'm going to drink my coffee in my wonderful furry Mr. Grumpy mug.
Well, people might have noticed that our stock levels have sort of declined for our own stuff because we've been so busy getting these wholesale orders out,
Yep.
and we used over 150
150 metres of conductive rubber has gone into those 2 wholesale orders.
Yeah.
Tiana loves your mug.
So
Thank you, Voltiana.
we completely run out of time for our own stuff and rubber.
Luckily,
It arrived this morning, so we've been manically making things.
yep, so we're getting stuff back in stock.
Yeah, so they will be back in stock.
What's for you, who we get our conductive rubber off, thank you very much for
Thank
that little
you.
package.
Yeah.
Made your day, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it cheered me up. So
It's like,
thank
yeah.
you.
That
She didn't know whether she
together-
smiled or cried, did you?
Yeah, and I think I did a bit of both.
Bit of
didn't
both.
I? Yeah.
Yeah, she's had to batter him off the chocolates. Though.
Yeah.
I'll get them. I'll get them.
He won't.
Left in the cardboard box on your doorstep. No, thankfully that was delivered from the Royal Mail rather than the courier. Yeah, our last wholesale order from E-stim Systems came by a reputable courier. Reputable. One of the big names. I'm not going to mention which one.
Yeah.
And they just dumped it at the front door. Didn't knock. Didn't ring the doorbell. We only knew it was there when we got the email saying your package has been delivered and here's a photo taken from the van at your door. And that was £3,500 of stock just left at the side of the road.
Yeah, I mean, luckily we were actually in.
Yeah, and everything was there, thankfully. But yeah, we don't want to do that again. That was a bit naughty.
Broken by him again.
Probably. I'm surprised the package got a spamamatic broken by him again. Is it not moving?
No.
That's what I was just wondering.
I'm going to fix the spamamatic. I'm off. Sliding sideways. It's good to have chairs with seats. What are you doing?
Stuff out.
Start the spamamatic again.
Yeah, so sort of. I think the problem with a lot
Just
of
slides back in. No one's
courier
noticed he missed.
companies is the fact that they don't have their own drivers anymore.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah,
A lot of
and
them use agency.
they overload
drivers.
them with work. So
And for
they have-
peanuts,
yeah,
they don't even
they-
get sort of minimum wage, do they? It's ridiculous.
and a lot of them can't be bothered to ring a doorbell because it means waiting for someone to open the door. So, well, we'll see. It's going to be DHL. I'm saying nothing, but it might be DPD or DHL or UPS sometimes. Yeah, the courier companies are let down by their staff. They are. It's not the company's fault. It's the driver's fault, and you could argue it's not the driver's fault. It's because they're being overworked and underpaid.
Yeah.
But you know, it's the only time it's happened. First time it's happened. Hopefully, it won't happen again. But yeah, troubles all sent to triers. They did it with a laptop of mine. Left it in the shoddy department conference. He was so angry. And DPD. We sent a wholesale order to a German company, and that had something similar happen. It was left in the foyer of a block of flats, and it walked.
Yeah. Next to a sign that said, "Do not
Leave
packages
things. Yeah.
here."
So it got nicked. Yeah.
And we basically got told it was delivered, so
Yeah,
we got no claim.
No refund, so we had to sort that out of our own pockets. Your package has been left in a safe space. Yeah. Luckily, our street is quite safe, but you don't want to go through that again. You only have to do 87 drops per day, getting up to 2 hours before they go to bed and lick the motorway clean from junction 4 to junction 8 for tuppence halfpenny. Tuppence halfpenny? Last time I did it, it was tuppence. Yeah. They're getting spoiled these days. No, that's a very valid point. They're underpaid, overworked,
Yeah, they are.
and that's the company's fault.
That's it.
Yeah.
And they have no time to actually do anything.
No.
Either.
It's sad. And Roy Hatt's back now. Hi, Roy.
Well, that's back now.
I'm back.
Because he said
I'm front, actually. There's the only main difference between the front and the back is there's slightly more hair at the back. Slightly. Less eyeballs as well. See? Anyway,
darker at the back.
what do you think of me Back to the Boozer t-shirt?
It's very you.
It's very me. I like it.
You haven't worn that for a while, have you?
No, but it's about 8 years old, so it's a family heirloom. So it comes out once a month, whether it needs it or not, for an airing, and then it goes back again. Oh, Dragon got a second laptop out of it.
The retailer wanted to warrant.
When I did it, we had no roads. Wheels on your van? Oh, you lucky buggers. We didn't get wheels on our van. We had to chock it up on bricks and gradually walk it down the road with a scissor lift.
Oh, God.
Right, so I'm starting a waffle.
Yes.
Okay. 15 minutes in and no spikes mentioned.
An E-stim system just mentioned spikes. We were doing so well. E-stim, no. Or what does Boltiana call it? Spiky, spiky, ow, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spiky,
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 spiky, ow,
ow,
ow.
ow.
We had to do feel both ways. I love this lot. They're brilliant. Go on, talk about something.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna slide off
we
again.
had a
I like
nice
this.
planning session
Yeah.
Did we?
for new stuff we've got.
Yeah, I've
We're
slept
gonna-
since then.
Yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
so
Oh, woo, woo. E-stim, that's a reminder for you.
It is.
It is.
Heard you use square wheels. Yeah, he did. That's why I couldn't get anywhere.
Still got square wheels on my van.
Should we do woot woot?
It's up to you.
Let's do woot woot.
Do you woot? It might not be a woot woot this week.
Oh, what's he done?
We'll press the button and find out.
I'll leave him alone for 1 week.
How childish.
So
Yeah,
this
but-
week's discount code is whoop whoop 71.
It's not even 1 week.
No.
About 20 minutes ago, it was the normal whoop whoop.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes. I have pulled the studio apart again today
Yeah.
and put it back together.
Dragon likes the stairway in purple.
I'm not surprised. I think it's
I
really
love it
nice
in
in
purple.
purple.
Yeah, so because we haven't really had time to design anything new,
Grumpy.
we were having, the top has to come off for it to be washed.
I'm just going to go through all these because of the classics. Poop, poop. Yeah, that works.
Someone's been fiddling it again. Yes, he has.
There you go. It's that one. I remember the right button then. Someone has been fiddling again. Who wants to see the messy side of the studio?
Oh.
Well, I'm not going to show you the messy side because it's too messy for
Really
YouTube.
messy side
Yeah.
of the studio.
but-
He means the wiring side of the
But we
studio.
have a long shot cam.
Ooh.
Would you like to see the long shot cam?
This is what he was doing 3 minutes before we came on.
Has Sabar noticed something? There's suddenly 4 presenters.
Pumba.
Pumba's there.
Yay.
So
Pumba.
that's what it looks like from behind where you are. So what we got down there is we've got a repeater so we can see what you can see, basically, and that we're on air and we're streaming and recording and all the rest of it. That monitor up there gives us our chat, which is why you see our eyes flicking up all the time. And then you can't see the main camera we're using, but it's over there. Trust me. So that's basically half of the room that's a bit
Knock off Pumba.
good. That's not a knockoff Pumba.
That is a Build-A-Bear.
That is a proper Build-A-Bear Pumba in Build-A-Bear jammies.
With Disneyland Yard and
It's
everything.
Disneyland Yard, yeah. So yeah,
The E-stim systems thought theirs was a mess.
yeah. Well, yours is a mess. Let's be frank. But it's always looks nice on this side.
Yeah.
But it's the other side. It's a bit. We had about 30 plastic cups over there the other day because we've been mixing silicon, and every time you
I
mix
finally
silicon,
got a bin bag out.
we've got a bin bag full of cups.
Oh, we've got a first-time viewer.
First
Hey,
time
Mick.
viewer. Hello, Mick.
Hi.
It's normally much more fun than this. This is crap this week because I'm in it. Does Pumba get any screen credit? Pumba took all of my credit out of my bank when we went to Build-A-Bear to build him. As a member of Equity. Yeah, he doesn't look like Pumba from the movie at all, unless he's supposed to look like the live action one, which I doubt because Disney. The chatty. We've got a chatty bunch this time.
Well, Mick's appreciating it.
Yeah, no, that's a genuine Build-A-Bear Pumba.
Yeah.
We have got.
Here's the AI version.
I'm sliding off.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, we've got another newbie here. I'm sorry, but there's no way I can pronounce that. This is one for you to pronounce.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's why I'm not going to pronounce it.
all right, okay. I'm going to be back in a minute once I work
So-
out how this works. I've not got a degree.
Uh-oh. But anyway, yeah. While we were talking about new designs, we decided to print off a new colour for the stairway. And the idea was we'd show you guys and see what you think. We've not even got them on the site yet.
That's an original. That is an original.
Roy Hat.
I am his body double, actually. So he burps. And if you pull the other end. I like that. Oh, my thing's going beepy bonk. I don't know what that's all
Okay,
about.
so 2 underneath you where you highlighted at the moment.
What? That one.
Up 1, down 1.
Another newbie.
That's the name I can't.
El Mariachi. El Mariachi, I think. Please don't hit me if I got that wrong, but I probably have got that wrong. And it does sound like a Mexican brass band.
Eastern
Mariachi.
Systems sponsored by
It's
Disney.
pronounced
It's
Dave.
supposed for the Dave. Everyone is a Dave around here. Dave is legendary. And I am Stuntcock's body double. I also am his scent double at times, especially
and sound effects.
especially after chili,
And-
meat and potato pies or fish cakes.
And
I'm not saying anything else.
lots of other
There's
things.
a long list.
There's a big long list. I'm banned.
Basically, he eats, it comes out.
Yeah.
With lots and lots
sponsored
and
by
lots.
Disney. Oh, we'd love to be sponsored by
We
Disney. But we are going back to Disney.
We are.
We're going to... What is that? That's good, whatever that is. It's a beepy beep 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 thing.
I do sound like a brass band.
But yeah, the big thing is welcome. We're a very friendly crew. We're all a bit strange because we like E-stim.
Yeah.
But you'll quite often see E-stim systems on these chats. They're a big manufacturer and player in the UK.
Definitely.
Their kit is fantastic. What's For You are another supplier. You'll find them in the chat as well. They're really, really good, really nice. Yeah, and I don't speak Spanish either. I just recognise the word.
And
we are all mad here.
We are all mad here,
Yes.
which helps.
Which have we talked about that?
Well,
Was I was
but-
wandering away?
And then you keep wandering back, Ken.
Oh, sorry.
There.
So these aren't even on the site yet. But
No,
we
quite rightly
thought
not.
we'd show people and see what you think of the colour. And sort of, if you think it's a colour that you'd like, let us know, because we haven't printed out many, have we?
No.
We've
Don't
got
like
a
it.
few.
Don't like it. You like the colour, don't you?
I do. It's my favourite colour.
Yeah, we've got a few in this size and in the smaller sizes. So if you'd like one, let us know.
I would never say E-stim systems sound like Amazon. I've been down there and I didn't hear any frogs or anything.
Ooh, perverts like purple.
They do. And I know because I am one.
Oh,
I like the
my
colour
friend
and
likes-
Mrs. Raven would like it too. Well, if you want a custom set of nipple clamps doing in purple, we can probably do that before. Yeah. Sabar likes purple. It's
I
her
love
favourite
purple.
colour. So we buckled basically.
Oh, Carnbike.
Carnbite, thumbs up for purple, looks great. Hello, Carnbite.
Yeah.
Don't recognise that name. So
No, neither
if it's your
do I.
first stream, welcome. If you're a lurker, welcome.
Yeah.
It's quite fun to lurk. As long as
And
it's not in
possibly
dark
a
areas.
test of the V2
Do nipple clamps in purple too. That would look quite
Yeah,
nice.
it will look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you make a miniature? A miniature what? I know.
Clamp with spikes.
I know. No. I know. E-stim systems have got a miniature sofa, which appears on their live
Don't go
stream.
sofa shopping
Yeah.
on Temu.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree with E-stim systems there. No spikes. We don't like spikes. Voltiana does though. She
We make
likes
smaller
spikes.
versions.
Yeah,
So you've got the
that comes in three
short-
sizes. So the short, the medium, and the XL.
Yeah.
Why have we not got a large? Why have we gone straight to XL?
We have got some large, but then we decided it
Yeah, it was a
There
bit,
was-
bit too many.
was getting a bit ridiculous, so we decided to leave it.
What Joe has all of. And nothing wrong with.
If-
There is everything wrong with spikes,
If you look
Voltiana.
on my desk, there's a short Lucifer's ladder.
I'm off. I'm gonna. No, a cable here, so I can't slide around the room. Oh, me back. Right, short loose with ladder.
Yeah.
That's a regular. There's a.
Do I save up for a 2B or cave in and get a coyote?
I'd get a 2B.
I'd
get the 2B.
Coyote's all right, but I don't think it's going to last
That's a stand. Yeah.
more than a year
So-
because of the internal battery in it. Whereas the 2B, swap the batteries out when they go down. You've got the mains power adapter you can use with it. It's got firmware that's being updated, and it's just a fantastic box. When we play with the 2B.
Yeah.
We have got a coyote. It's sat in that drawer there.
Yeah.
Very rarely comes out. We tend to play with the 2B, and but Voltiana would say buy a 2B, which is quite right. Are you biased E-stim systems? Yeah, I think they might be. They always recommend you the
just a
2B.
tad, but I mean,
They do amazing
we
work.
play-
Justifiably.
we played with both, but
Yeah.
2B has it's just easy.
As I said, we've got a Coyote 2, we've got a Coyote 3. It's a decent box. The app is a little bit confusing if you're new. I wouldn't recommend it for someone new, but the price point makes it an interesting option if you're new. The 2B is just a dependable little workhorse.
Yeah.
And it's the inbuilt routines work for us. We tend not to do audio stimming. The kit that's actually inside the 2B is really, really good.
Okay, before you go on to the next lot of things, so it was Dragon, wasn't it? It was asking about
Yep.
sizes. So that's the XL, that's the standard size, and that's the short size.
Yep. We
So,
can
gives you an idea.
do one in the middle between those two. We have got a design, but we haven't made any because it just became a little bit too confusing with too many options. If you want one that's in between the regular one and the XL, we can do a large one. So that is an option. The Coyote battery is not user replaceable.
No.
And I've got a thing about lithium ion and lithium polymer batteries. They've got a certain charging cycles they can do before they're knackered. And the more you charge them, the less they'll hold anyway. So it's like your phone. You never get full power. If you're charging it every day, it's going to be slightly lower all the time because the batteries wear out.
Yeah.
When the battery fails on it, there's nothing you can do. You are stuck. You've got to go and buy a new one or find someone that can replace them for you. Now, if you're an electronics guru with all the kit, you'll be able to do it yourself.
Yeah.
But the average Joe Blogs on the street, me, you're not going to be able to replace the battery. So that's it. Right. E-stim was writing code last night. Good. We like to see that. But then again, you make Gucci stuff. Although I don't own your box, I own insertables. Yeah, Dragon's got a very good point there. The control box is good, but the electrodes are
amazing.
They are really, really good. The new ones they're doing, the bipolar ones, are absolutely stunning. The triples and the regular range of stuff that they do is really, really good. 22 viewers?
Oh,
Yeah, we've got
wow.
Richard.
I knew I shouldn't have put an advert. I'm going topless this week. That might have been it.
No, they would have all gone by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone would be off. So the 2B is what we play with.
Yeah.
312, we've got a MK312. Nice box. Bit big and bulky. Bit heavy as well with that battery inside it. The 2B for us is fantastic. What's your favourite box?
It's Pebble.
The Electro Pebble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, again, is a really good option. And you?
The same.
The same,
The Pebble.
Electro Pebble. Although she does like the Series 1 as well. We've got two of those. I've been seeing it with 2B for years now, still going strong. I've dropped it a number of times. I've dropped mine a couple of times as well, and I've been lucky.
Yes,
it is
Dragon,
well
we
built.
do have the Micro 312 as well.
We've got the Micro 312.
Is it behind me? Or has it not been pulled
No,
out?
it's not been put out. It's in that cupboard. Again, really, really good. It's a good option. It's basically the 312 in a small package with a rechargeable battery. The rechargeable battery is a lot easier to change on that one because you can unscrew it, take the box apart and change it. So I've not got a problem with that one. And that is a lot smaller and lighter than the original one. But it's like, we all tend to be tribal in E-stim. It's like, I like ElectroStim. Yeah, I like the 312 and the 232. They're my thing. Or I like the Pebble, the 2B. We do tend to be a tribal bunch. And it's one of those things that they all feel differently because they're all not the same. They are different, and that's a good thing. And when you get used to using a control box and you're getting your HFOs and all the rest of it.
We've got everybody from Wales reviewing
Yeah.
tonight. Because we've got Timothy as well.
Once you work out what works for you with a control box, you tend to stick with it. And people don't tend to flit around. Or if you spend 5 years using a 312 and then you suddenly go and get a 2B, it's going to feel drastically different, and you're probably not going to like it because you're used to the thing that you've been used to, which makes it more tribal. And you get a lot of very vocal people on the internet. But we all have the things we like and the things that we don't like, and each to their own. This chat has gone mad. There's loads of Welsh people in the house today.
Yeah. So
which is nice to see. Yeah.
We've got a few new people on there as well, so sort of, which is nice. From a normal weekly.
Didn't Eric put a kibosh on the Micro 312? He did, because of firmware issues. I believe there is a healthy second-hand market for the Micro 312 online. Whether you can get one made now, I don't know. You'd have to look into it yourself. We can't get involved with that sort of thing. But yeah, we did. We were told to stop allowing posts about the firmware on our Discord server.
And Calm Bikes are Welshy too.
Yeah. They're all over the place. Been a long-term electrical user, bought the Flick Jura years ago, and it's still going strong. Tempted to get 2B if the Coyote battery fails. Welsh. What is it, Wales today? And I wasn't informed that the internet had rolled out to Wales yet.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
My dad lives in Wales.
Yeah, I know, and you can't get on the internet, can he?
Yeah, you can. He's,
But no,
actually,
it's-
he's actually on fibre.
Is he?
Yeah.
Keeps him regular.
He might be 80, but he's still got fibre.
Yeah, so, yeah, we are a bit tribal. Electristim uses the Flick, is a nice little box.
Yeah.
It's got some little Gucci...
Yeah.
It's called the Flick because of the Flick feature on it. It does the job. All control boxes, you get used to it and you find the right electrode combinations and settings, you're going to get there.
I wonder who E-stim systems are talking about with and then there's the box that shall not be named.
Yeah.
No,
The one with the reversing knobs.
I'm bringing that up. They have actually released a new firmware for it. And that has sorted all the knobs out. So your
Yeah.
knobs go in the right direction. And it's tackled some of the other little faults and glitches that were appearing. I think it's going to need another couple of firmware iterations to get it to where it should have been before it was released.
Yeah.
But the people that have got it are quite happy with it now.
Yeah. And thanks for explaining that, Carl, but apparently there's no rugby on.
There's no rugby on. That's why, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've got nothing else to do because it's not Valentine's Day.
No.
No, I'm not saying nothing. The sheep passed the packets from out about transmitting the messages.
It's still in
using
black and white
paper
here.
Vaultec. Black and white internet. Right. So we talked about that. Should we do some questions?
Yeah, let's do some questions.
I'm going to do a question thing. Ba. Your questions answered. And you're right, Dragon. It doesn't have audio yet. It's promised in a future firmware. How long that will take to develop, I don't know.
Okay, nice easy one. What is your favourite electrode?
Oh. If we're not allowed to say the stuff that we make.
It doesn't say, it just says what is your
Does it?
favourite electrode?
Well, I like the Stairway to Heaven. Is nice.
Yeah.
I also like the Mona. Mona is probably my favourite electrode. Especially one of those necks on it. What about you?
The wand.
The wand? The wand is
The electro-
spectacular.
The electro wand.
Yeah, it is really, really good. That's the bipolar electro one, that one.
Yeah.
E-stim systems
If
do a
I'm moving
monopole one as well.
around, I really like our shield, our pussy shield.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't get used to that myself.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Yeah, the wands. Everyone's talking about the wands.
Yeah.
Yes. And Dave likes the Mona. I agree.
Have you seen what E-stim
Solid
systems
one.
put about the Welsh internet?
It's slow as if too many leaks. He's got the book of dad jokes out.
I don't know.
That's bad. What's yours then?
I would say, like Joanne, the wand, but I also like the E-bead as well. From
Yeah, you do, don't you?
I do.
Oh, Marmite really likes the saddle.
The saddle's good. We've got one there.
Yeah.
Do you want to pass that to Joe? The saddle. That's what he's talking about. Here's one we prepared earlier. Should we go to close-up cam? Whoop, whoop. I've got no idea where this camera's pointing. So
Neither have I.
there you go. That's
too bad.
the saddle. It's a stainless steel electrode. It accepts, here we go, 2 mil pins, 4 mil pins, snap connectors and crocodile clips. And it comes with an elasticated strap to hold it in place. So if you're a grower and a shrinker, a Velcro strap that's elasticated
Yeah.
and is a strap, definitely.
And this is the standard size, but we do a slightly
Yeah, we
longer
do
size.
a longer XL version. So let's come out with that. That worked quite well, didn't it?
That was a bit bright, actually.
That was a bit
That
bright.
was
We'll sort that out.
bright.
Bit glary. But yeah, that does work really well. People like that.
So that is good. Yeah, that's covered that question, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we got there? Oh, we got a few left. Ooh, here we go. I really like one of those top hats that we make. Seems like the perfect trode. You mean the stainless steel ones? Dragon. Because we do quite a few that you
We
could
do.
call that, couldn't you? We'll come back to that. Right, what's next?
Yeah, let us know if you're talking about.
Can I
plastic or
use a
something.
TENS machine with a Mona?
Yeah, of course you can.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
You can use any electrode with any control box as long as you've got the right cable or an adapter to go between the two. One thing to bear in mind though is the size of the electrode. TENS units tend to be quite low powered. So if you're using something like a large triple, you're probably not going to feel anything.
No.
But if you're using a flange or a Mona, yeah, you can do it, but you just need the right cable or an adapter for your
Yeah.
cable. Most TENS units come with a 2mm pin. So that's just the thing you need to be aware of.
And Dragon, of course, is talking
Of course,
about our metal.
right, well, you've got one of them there as well.
Yep.
Here's one we
Here's
prepared
what we
earlier.
prepared earlier.
So Dragon is talking about these.
Did you bring a helmet in as well?
Yeah, yeah. So they both come in one of these ABS foam-lined, dead posh boxes.
Yeah, really posh.
These resistance don't drop the decimator of 10's unit. 10's unit will not like it. I
No.
don't think anything would like a decimator being dropped on
Not the
it.
decimator.
No, definitely not.
Decimator.
No.
Because it would decimate it.
Yeah.
would.
So closer.
So we've got the Jet Set Willy.
That's the jet set. It's got its little backpack on, or its little rocket pack.
Yeah, which is why it's called Jet Set.
Yeah. And the helmet is the one that has an elasticated strap.
Yeah. Now the Jet Set it's heavier than the helmet because it has the backpack,
Yep.
but you have so many more connection options with it.
Yep.
So you've got your snap connector, your crocodile clips, your 4mm,
And your 2mm.
and your 2mm pins.
Yep.
Whereas the helmet is literally just a crocodile clip.
Yep. Which we supply. You get two actually in case you want to play with
well,
triphase.
since we've got the...
Yep.
There you
So
go.
you get two croc clips as well. And the Velcro strap. One of the other differences between the two is that has a hole
Yeah.
and that has a slot. So if you've got a Prince Albert,
You
go with a
just-
helmet.
Yeah, this should fit you.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to take it off to put it on. But they are nice little electrodes. The feedback we got has been really good. So we're happy with them. We've got some other ideas of things we're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not allowed to talk about them yet because I get into trouble.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
always in
sold off.
trouble. Always in trouble.
If you drop a decimator on Nokia 3310, does it break the floor?
Yeah. Yeah, it would, yeah. With the
Lord.
3310 is the Chuck Norris of phones, isn't it? It will just knock your floor into another dimension. Yeah, portal to a parallel universe. Crane is spot on with that. Carmbike likes the sat saddle, it works well. It's a nice option. If you like pad electrodes, it basically replaces a pad electrode. The other thing you can do is you can use it to hold a pad electrode in place if you prefer the feeling from one of those electrodes, or you can just get one of the straps and
Yeah.
use that to put around pads on your shaft to hold them in place. So they're functional. They're made of 316L stainless steel. They're 3-1 printed. They have a textured
3D
surface, 3D printed, yeah. Yeah, be interesting getting that out of a HP printer, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So they have a textured surface which holds lube very well on the inside. When you use and input lots of electrogel on the inside. We also do a sizing
I
set.
was just about to say, the
Yeah.
one thing I do recommend is getting the sizing set. You don't have to. There
Nope.
are ways to measure,
Nope.
but it's more
I'm going to
accurate.
Scruffy cam again.
Scruffy cam.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. Pumper cam, we'll call it then.
Yeah, but nobody can see what I'm holding up
Okay,
now
all right.
because you've moved it even
There you
further
go.
away.
Do you want to open that one up?
Yeah.
So sizing set consists of all 5 sizes
Yeah.
of the electrodes, but in nylon. So they're non-conductive, they're not electrodes. They're just to give you an idea of which is going to fit you best. Now, these electrodes aren't cheap because they're very expensive to make. You don't want to get the wrong size, which is why we brought out the sizing set. Because I looked at Uranya's electrode when Shapeways was still a thing. And the only reason why I didn't get one is I didn't want to get the wrong size. Because you can measure and measure and measure, and you can still get it wrong.
And you could buy a single one in nylon
Yeah.
that way, but it was still very expensive.
And time consuming because they got to print it, ship it to you, and then you realise it's the wrong size, so you do the next one.
Yeah, so it was like, which size do you go for next?
So there you go. So they're all in black nylon. Whichever size fits you gives you a very good indication of which size is going to work best for you.
Yeah.
If you're in between sizes, I recommend going down a size so that everything stays nice and snug. And depending on which electrode you get, the helmet or the jet set, if you've got the right size, stays in place with some electrogel on the inside. It
Yeah.
forms a suction and holds itself in place. If you're concerned about it coming off, go for the helmet, because that strap gives you a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, but there are ways of securing the jet set.
Yeah,
if you want the different ways of connecting.
You can wire up,
gives you
throw a
that.
condom over the top.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways of doing it. Would the current from the pad cross to the saddle? No, because the backs of the pads are normally an insulating cloth surface, and if it did pass to the saddle, it wouldn't really matter, because the electricity is going to take the path of least resistance, which is straight into you. So you can use them to hold the pad in place. If you're concerned about that, just put the pad in place, put a little bit of plastic on. But if you're going to be doing that, you just use a strap if you're really concerned about that.
Yeah.
And that will do the same job.
My head varies
question.
quite a bit in size during the stimming session. How is it kept on and in good contact?
Right. It depends on how much you vary in size. Obviously, if it's a big difference, then you're going to have to probably get two sizes. You know, one that fits you when you're smaller and one that fits you when you're fuller, and change them over during a session. If you get the helmet, that elasticated strap stretches and contracts as you grow and shrink, and that tends to hold things in place. So if you are a grow and shrinker, I'd go for a helmet. If you're not, I'd go for the Jet Set Willy. But it's one of those things, you're going to have to, well, we suggest getting a sizing set, because you can see for yourself.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, when you buy a sizing set, it's got a discount code on it, so that if you go on to buy the metalwork afterwards, yeah, I know that's what
That's coming up in a minute.
it will give you a discount off the cost.
Yeah. I'm just going to answer El Mariachi. Designing stuff is difficult. Designing stuff that you can then manufacture efficiently and economically is even more difficult.
Oh yeah.
The problem with cages and things like that is there's just so many different sizes, and it gets really complicated, really difficult. We're a very small company, so we can't invest in 10 different sizes of things and keep them on the shelf, because they're really expensive to make up front. Integrating an electro ring and the helmet into a cage would be amazing. It would be amazing, but it's probably not something we're going to be able to do, because A, it's a very small market within a very small market within a small market, and B, as I said, there's so many different sizes you need to make, and buying these, we buy these in batches of 10 of each size, and it's a hell of a lot of money to outlay and to have on the shelf
For a small three-person business.
It's a spring-loaded spikes is the answer.
Now there's a thought.
No, anything with spikes in, a sentence with spikes in is never the answer. That's not good.
They'd normally agree with you on that one.
Well, Richard does. Will you be doing the jet set with a sound holder? That is on the books.
Yeah, it's something we're looking at. It's getting the design right that we're playing with.
The problem is with something like the jet set with a hole, you've got to get the hole in the right place, because it differs on people. So you need to make it big enough to work for lots of people. You've then got to have some form of insulator that goes around it, and that's got to stay in place. So it's probably going to have to something that needs to clip inside, and that then means you're losing contact inside. So it's not a simple solution, but we have got a couple of ideas and we are looking at. But it's one of those things I'm not like to talk about. Oops. Was I just talking about it?
Yes.
So yeah, watch this space is all I can say.
Yeah, out to E-stim systems.
Yeah, out to E-stim systems. No spikes. Spikes is bad. And we should do that. I can block it. I wonder if there's a filter where someone puts spikes. I can make it automatically change to smooth. Voltiana won't like that.
No, she won't.
Change the word to Wartenberg. Yeah, Voltiana likes Wartenberg, doesn't she? She does. Spiky, spiky, ow, ow. Right, next question. Oh, we're getting there. Voltiana.
Do you ship your packages discreetly?
Oh no. Yes, we do.
Yes, of course we do.
It's a question we get asked quite a lot, and it's understandable because the nature of the things that we sell. We use a combination of brown cardboard boxes, white cardboard boxes, and
padded envelopes.
Padded envelopes, which are white or brown as well. We like to colour code.
Yes.
There's no indication of E-stim Emporium, or Sex Machine Reviews, or anything on the outside of the packaging. They're
Nope.
very discreetly packaged. If you're in the UK, it'll just have a Royal Mail label on it with your address and our address as a return. And the return address doesn't mention the company name
No.
or what it is. So discreet. If we're shipping internationally, by law, we have to attach a CN23 customs label. That contains your address, our address, the value of the contents, a harmonized tariff code for the contents, and if you paid any taxes and all that sort of stuff. The description of the contents, we're as vanilla as we can be. So, and we've taken this from E-stim Systems, so thank you, E-stim Systems. A control box would be a digital signal generator,
Yeah.
because that's what it is. Something like a Mona would be a bipolar electrode
In other words, it does not state cock loop.
or butt plug or anything like that. So the customs form that's on the outside is very discreet. It uses electrical terms. So you could be an electrician buying some bipolar contacts or a digital signal generator. But we have to put that in place for international orders because
Yeah.
it's the law. It's
Okay,
something
well,
we are
apparently
allowed to
E-stim
do.
Systems were only allergic to spikes since yesterday.
Is that right?
So what happened yesterday?
I don't know what happened yesterday, but no doubt we'll find out.
Yes.
A 6-inch nail. And thank you, Carnbike. We do try to be as discreet as we can because
Yeah.
obviously we buy stuff online ourselves,
Yeah,
and we
that's it,
understand the need for discretion. So yeah, that's the natural thing that we do. As it used to be. There's going to be a conversation in that household, I think, later.
I think some spikes might be coming out.
Yeah.
Smooths. We're not like calling spikes anymore. It's banned.
Spikes.
Banned word, smooths. Right, next. What was it, last one?
Second last one.
Sorry, due to
Oh, coffee.
YouTube rules, I
You've
can't
not even
mix
drunk your
anything.
coffee.
I'm drinking my coffee. Keep talking.
Why is E-stim kit so expensive?
Oh,
Because it's,
Because it's
Oh, you set me off now.
quality-
it's expensive
Right.
to
Yeah.
make. It's,
right.
expensive
Right, we're
to
going
make.
in.
Stampy pants.
We're going for a
out.
Stampy Pants rant. Right, E-stim's kit is a niche market. Whether you like it or not, there are not many people that use it compared with dildos and vibrators.
yeah.
Any company involved with the E-stim Systems market are going to have far fewer sales than if they were selling dildos and vibrators. So all their overheads need to be split between those fewer sales. And what a lot of people fail to understand is the overheads for an adult business are massive in terms of insurance, in terms of product development, manufacturing, staffing, national insurance, and taxes. You know, there is a lot of overheads that any business, especially in the UK, have to deal with.
Yeah.
And if you multiply or divide that by a small number of orders, you know, there's quite a chunk of the price of the product just goes on overheads. And then companies make profit. You know, that's what they're there to do. All the companies that we deal with, they're actually quite reasonable for the amount of
very
work that goes
reasonable.
in and the overheads involved. Something that seems extortionate, when you break it down, is actually reasonable. And it is something that gets said quite a lot, you know,
Yeah.
why is it this much? You know, I can buy the parts for that and make it for that. But yeah, but you can do that. That's great.
But you're doing it for one.
Yeah, a company has to pay for people to do that. It has to pay for the insurance for people to do that. It has to pay the taxes for people to do that. It has to heat a room and have a building to do that. You know, it's
Yeah.
got to cover all the tools. When you're buying stock, you might not be buying 10 or something. You might have to buy 1,000 to put them on the shelves so that you're not worried about obsolescence. And all that is factored into the price of the product. And the answer I normally give to people when they say, why is X and Y so expensive? It is because that's how much it costs to make, and the business needs to make a bit of money. Nobody is making you pay that. You know, that's the thing. You can always vote your feet. You know, if you think that a company is ripping you off, go shop elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know, no one is forcing anybody to buy things. But if you want quality kit, and yes, you can go to Temu, you can go to AliExpress and Amazon and all that sort of thing. And you're going to buy things that are made of dubious materials, with a labour or a workforce that is being probably treated poorly, definitely paid poorly, and you're going to have probably no recourse if it goes wrong. It's going to be cheap. You're going to have to live with that decision, and consider that item probably disposable because when it breaks, it's broken. Or you can go with a reputable company like E-stim Systems, who will give you a lifetime warranty.
Yeah.
No.
Did you wake up then?
Yeah.
You scared the bejesus out of me
Yeah.
then.
Jesus.
So it's one of those, it's contentious.
Well, I think everyone's basically agreeing with you.
Oh, I can't read when I'm waffling. I ain't got my gigs on anyway. Also, VAT, run the building, so yeah.
And paying staff decent wage.
Yeah.
Reasonably priced for the fun
Yeah.
it produces.
And
not expensive.
if you're
it's
making,
new toys.
if you're making something in the UK, staffing costs are massive compared with someone that's making it in China. And there are companies that design things in the UK and have them made in China, and will sell them at prices as if they'd been made in the UK. The likes of E-stim Systems, that's not the case. They make everything in-house.
Yeah.
We've actually been down there and seen their factory, and their kit and their attention to detail is second to none.
I had to got to press the start
She
button.
pressed the start button.
She did.
Yeah, and I got to do this. But it was all right.
Do that again.
No, because you'll tickle me or something. So yeah, things cost what they cost because of reasons.
As Roy Hart says, just wait till Trump puts
tariffs,
tariffs on it.
Yeah,
If you live in the USA.
if the USA hits the UK with 25% tariff, that's going to make things even more expensive. But it will be more expensive for the customer, not the business's shipping. And that's, the whole tariff thing's being missold in the US at the moment, and it's quite worrying. But there you go.
And a good point, Richard.
Yep. Prestige something's going to still them, well made. Quality lasts. Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
We've become a disposable society where you'll go and buy the cheapest possible thing. You'll use it for 2 months. It'll break. You'll throw it away. You'll curse it, and then you'll go and buy the same thing again. There seems to be not many companies making things now that they'll support them. They'll stand behind the products they're making and produce good kit. And if you're standing behind a product and you're given a lifetime guarantee, you need to be pretty damn sure that the product you're selling is good, because otherwise you're going to be in a financial world of trouble a year down the line or whatever. So companies that give you a long warranty, read into that as you will. They're doing that because they've got confidence in the kit. Speaking of sheep, hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. 26-year-old restraints. That's good.
Yeah.
But it is, yeah. And Richard there, I see a lot of folks paying tens for $20 and wondering why they get bad results. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's quality costs. Yeah. If you want to go and shop at AliExpress, Temu, crack on.
Yeah.
For some people, that's the only option. Yeah, because, if you're on the breadline and you've not got a lot of money, you're probably going to have to go and buy the really cheap stuff and understand that 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the line, you're going to be replacing it. If you can, buy the good stuff, because the good stuff will last and you'll get more use out of it. And you can get to learn how to control it better if you're not replacing it every 3 months. But that's the end of that Stamp Your Pants rant.
At the end of the Stamp Your Pants
I don't know, I might come up with some more later.
Okay.
But yeah, I probably waffled a bit too much. So apologies, everyone.
You know what the problem is?
What?
Coffee.
Yeah.
He's had 2 cups of coffee in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, it was limited to 1, I think, now.
Rationing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that question. Like, can get hands free over 10s unit on Reddit all the time. And I'm like, why buy a $20 machine if it's not meant for that purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A $20 machine is not going to feel as nice as a Helix, a Pebble, a 2B, a Flick. There are loads of really decent, well-priced options. But for someone that's new, that has never experienced E-stim before, the temptation is to go with a $20 box to see if I like it. But the problem is then they're not going to like it because it's going to be hurty, zappy.
It's not going to feel nice.
And they're not going to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
At the minimum, I would recommend going with the Electra Helix or the Flick from Electrostim. Those are 2 solid little boxes that are great for a beginner.
They're great for a budget.
Yeah, if you're on a budget, they are great. There's only 1 channel though. But for that price, if you like that, you could upgrade to a different box or get 2, and you've then got 2 channels. But for someone new, don't go with a $20 Amazon.
But you've got to read the rest of Dragon's comments.
Right, and people keep encouraging it.
That's why E-stim Systems take that
Say so much. Yep. Yep, it's Mos Eisley. He's read it. It's a home of scum and villains.
Yeah, tens was my gateway into better stuff. Some people do it. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with starting with tens.
No.
But as you will know, it doesn't feel as good as the made for play stuff. But if that's your budget, try it. I also, why I think folks have better gear, should do tasters at parties and whatnot. Yeah, I sometimes go to clubs with Sabar, and we always take 2 big electro play boxes with us. One's E-stim kit, one's a vintage violet wand that we like to show them people so people can try them.
You mean scare the
Scare the swingers. That's what I would like to do, especially with the vintage violet wand. But it is nice to be able to try things. So if you are curious, go on to FetLife, see if there's any local munches going on, or people around you that have got kit that will show you the ropes, or the wires, I suppose, in this case, rather than the ropes. I have no issue people trying tens. I'd rather buy some tens and buy Helix and find you don't like it. Yeah, because you're not going to like it. But the problem is if they don't like it too much, they're not going to buy anything. But for some people, it's the right price
the
point.
AliExpress stuff that comes with these 5-button boxes seems even scarier, though.
Yeah, those little black boxes with all the information on it in Chinese, that would not be being connected to my junk ever.
I hate to think what it looks like.
Go for needle play. Yeah, do the needle play and then put the violet wand on the needle.
Yeah.
And that gets them... the door becomes one of those turnstiles, doesn't it?
Those
They come in and
doors.
straight out revolving doors. Yeah, and as E-stim System said, and this is our ethos as well, we'd rather have happy customers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're never going to get everybody happy, but if you can get 98% of the people happy, you've done a good job. And like E-stim Systems, we listen to feedback and we strive to improve and get things better because we're not perfect. I mean, look at us. We're definitely not perfect. Well, I'm perfect, but I'm modest as well.
Yeah, extremely modest.
Extremely modest.
Violet wand.
You're missing that.
I know.
Richard says it's spiky.
Spiky and violet wand and needles. Oh yeah, Big Clive's just done a breakdown of an AliExpress box and electrodes. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't know who Big Clive is, he's got a YouTube channel and he buys cheap stuff from China and makes it explode quite often. He will work. He'll show you why it's dangerous stuff. And in quite an entertaining manner. Square when you join the folks in real life, although I'm sure it'd be fun. E-stim is a lot of fun. It is. Even if you're just watching, it'll give you an idea of what can be done. And the violet wand is more interesting to watch than E-stim because it's visual audio and you can smell it. If they did a teardown, I'd be really interested in that. And that's the other thing Roy Hatch just come up with. You know, if you're buying a control box and some electrodes for $10, what the heck are the electrodes made of?
That's it.
Yeah. There are certain metals you should never, ever use for E-stim because you'll get ion migration and you'll be putting metals into your body, and that is a really bad thing. If you're not using the correct type of current, that can do the same thing as well. And these little black boxes, I'd have no faith in them whatsoever. I will always go with a company that's producing good kit, that's got insurance, and know what they're talking about. And know what the materials are.
Well, it's like sometimes you can go onto these cheap sites and go, oh, yeah, stainless,
yes, stainless steel. It's not, it just means it's shiny.
Steel or
shiny steel.
Silver. And you're like, no, it's not actually silver material. No. It's painted that colour. Yeah. So it's knowing what materials you're using.
Yeah, and Kren said they're looking forward to seeing it as his next event. We're hoping to get up there and do a demo. Well, demo bunny on the end. I'll be in control. It should be fun. And Mistress Raven will have volunteers. Highly motivated volunteers, no doubt. And yeah, stay away from nickel. Nickel's bad.
Definitely.
And a lot of these shiny stuff. To give an example, the Coyote 3, when it came out, with its range of electrodes that were silver, they were nickel plated. And that is scary that they were putting them out. And it was only when the community hoisted them up about it that they froze sales and then replated the electrodes with titanium nitride, which gives it a gold finish. So you've got to be careful what you're buying, because even companies that you think are doing a good job, like Coyote and DG Lab, they were sending out nickel coated electrodes, which is not good.
Yeah.
And yeah, plated electrodes, stay away from them, because plating comes away from the base metal, especially if you drop it and it cracks.
Yeah.
You then have razor sharp edges. Talking of which, every time you use an insertable, no matter what company it's come from, check it. Yeah. Run your fingers over it, look at it, give it a Mark 1 eyeball.
Yeah.
Because just because you've not dropped it doesn't mean someone else has not dropped it. So check things out before you insert them, because lacerations are not good.
Definitely not.
E-stim is great fun. I love to share my experience, but I'm shy. Online engagement is still new to me. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, everyone has their own comfort level when it comes to sharing things. In person at clubs, it can be quite intimidating to have people watching you play.
Yeah.
But it's a good opportunity to spread best practice.
Did you miss the little giggle with the shot after the I'm shy?
Who's shy? I'm shy. I did miss that. Yeah, I got the wrong end of that, didn't I? And stump bottom. Yeah, special electrode metals for your pleasures. What metal is it? Shiny.
Shiny.
It's shiny. That's all you need to know. Stainless, shiny silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have earrings, nickel. Earrings make my ears go green. I've learned my lesson with nickel. Yeah. Any piercings, stay away from nickel. Titanium's a good option. There are other options. There's some biocompatible plastics you can use, which is a good option if you're using E-stim in that area as well. And with creme. Fingers can feel 1/1000th of an inch. Yeah, and your fingernails will feel even more than that, because they're one of the most sensitive parts of your body, which is why in engineering you get scratch gauges, which is little rough gauges you can go, no, not that one.
That one.
Oh, it's that one. Want that one. Want that one. So, yeah, we've gone right off at the tangent again. Well, I've gone off a tangent again, which is half of the norm. Are you're doing it? She's going, oh, you said that was the last one.
I thought it was.
I'm getting overtime for this.
What's with all the banana stuff?
Don't know.
What banana stuff?
Where's Banani?
In fact, where? I'm going this way. This time.
Where is Banani?
Somebody forgot the new banana. In fact, there's an extra banana if you look behind those two.
It's behind
Tosh.
me.
We've got Tosh banana.
That's his Banani.
I'm wearing it, so you
Where's
don't
our
have
regular
to.
Banani?
Yeah.
No, regular Banani.
Oh, I don't know.
The one that we started with.
Oh, there we go.
It's become a joke with E-stim systems.
Yeah, E-stim. There we go.
Well, it started off with, was it the Voron?
The Voron banana.
That's the one I was looking for.
So we have a 3D printed banana, which we use for scale for things. It's what comes with the plans for a Voron printer.
And because on YouTube you can't use a realistic dildo or anything,
Appendage.
it was a great way of showing off some products.
Yeah.
And sort of how to use them.
Yeah, and then E-stim Systems stitched us up.
Well, no, we sort of expanded from that a little bit.
Well, they sent us a banana.
And then E-stim Systems decided they liked the banana idea, so they bought themselves an inflatable banana.
Big banana.
And sent us one.
Yep, which is, you can see behind Sabar there. And then we went, let's get some LED signs at the back.
So we got some bananas.
And then we got some banana outfits, which only I ended up wearing again, which is about normal. We got a bit of a thing for bananas. And Roy Hat, where's banana?
You're too tall. Down.
There you go. I'm wearing it so you don't have to. You can thank me later.
Thought you started it with the sofa.
Yeah, we've got a massive sofa.
We have.
E-stim Systems is slightly smaller. And the history of the digital banana. So yeah, we have got more banana things as well.
We've got loads of bananas.
That we're going to roll out. Is that banana?
No,
that's the banana dog.
It's banana dog.
Yeah, we need to find banana.
We do.
Banana's AWOL. But there you go. So that's what it is with a banana. Bananas were so 2024. Yeah, just don't mention pineapples.
Yeah.
You know what that means, don't we?
Tropicana.
No, a bit more than that.
Oh.
It's a swinger sign, apparently. That's why they ban lilt.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a total tropical taste. So that's it for bananas.
Yeah. Last question.
Yes. When's he taking that off his head?
Can I use E-stim Systems kit with my E-stim control box? Yes, of course you can.
Why would you want to? Get an E-stim Systems control box.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I think we covered that earlier. You can
we
use,
did. It's just having the right cables.
Yeah, any control
connectors.
box with any electrode, as long as you've got the bit in the middle,
Exactly.
which is your cable or an adapter to go on the cables you've got. So yes, you can. You can mix and match, but you've got to be aware of the fittings. Most, in fact, all E-stim Systems electrodes take 4mm bananas. All E-stim Systems ones take 2mm pins. Most of our stuff take 2mm
You
pins
said
as well.
E-stim Systems twice then.
Did I? I meant Electrostim for the other one. We have to work out which is which.
Yeah.
So Electrostim's 2mm. E-stim Systems 4mm banani. So there you go with the banana again.
It's the banana that's obviously
Yeah.
throwing you off.
It has. It's making me head itch. There you go. No, that's not good. Pineapple is new pampas grass are swinging. Yeah, you got to watch these pineapples. Yeah, and if anyone orders pineapple on a pizza,
Yeah.
and I'll ask you to come round for Netflix and chill. There you go. That's why.
You
Not
like
all-
Hawaiian pizzas.
Yeah, not all Electrostim rubber electrodes work with our 2mm plugs. Right, I presume that is because of the moulding on the end, not going in or being too wide. That's one of the things you need to be aware of. Different manufacturers use different cables, but generally, if you've got an adapter to go from 4mm to 2mm, you should be all right. The added recesses to the new things, yeah. So if you're not sure, ask.
Yeah.
Or ask E-stim Systems, ask Electrostim, or ask us. Well, it's nice to educate at least one
The
person.
one above that from Carnbike.
I recently started buying and enjoying pineapple. Jeez, nothing is so good. And someone's asked us to change their cables.
Ooh.
Talking of cables, the box that shall not be named is having some problems with cables as well, about them not sitting properly inside.
Oh, is that a cert?
That's a certain 4-channel box that shall not be named. Voldemort would call it.
Yeah,
Oh, and pineapples have spikes.
they do.
Not the ones in the tins I get. They're quite smooth on the outside. So was that our last one?
Yeah,
Oh, my God, for that. Do you all want to go home?
I know.
What's that? What's up? Oh, we've gone over an hour.
You're joking.
Yeah, my union card says 45 minutes and I'm off. If you don't sign up for this. So I think that is us at the end of another week
Definitely.
of spikes. I'd like to
Depends on the can opener.
remind everybody, E-stim Systems have got their live stream tomorrow, 5 o'clock. If you think this was a bit weird, you wait till you see them people.
Yeah. So when you see someone wearing a Hawaiian shirt with pineapples, there might be a swinger.
Oh, it's definite.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And Pumba will be wanting overtime.
Pumba is always wanting overtime. He always wants feeding as well, which is a bit like me. In fact, yeah, one of my nicknames is Pumba. One of them. I have a few. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah, definitely.
We've had 30
Do you want to do
viewers.
it again?
Do it. Discount code. Oh. Oh, you didn't get your streamers. You're going to have to pump again. Sorry. We might be back to Woot Woot next week.
Yeah, he's in trouble
And
now.
are pineapples electroconductive?
I think they probably will be. Because there's acid in them and stuff
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
gonna say, 'cause
We might have
it's
to get a pineapple in.
citrus, so-
Do some experiments. We might have a game in next week.
Oh.
That's these two worried now. I might have some up your sleeve. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
She will be here next week. If not, there'll be a banana behind her standing in for her again.
So I'll be here next
So
week.
she will be here next week. And yeah, tune in tomorrow for E-stim Systems. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll be heckling.
We are popcorn.
Yeah.
And they expect Dave. I'm sorry, Dave.
Sorry, dude.
Yes, to steal the show again, as usual. So thank you very much. Play safe, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
Stimming.
And sort of see you next week, hopefully. And thanks to everyone who's new on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, it's nice to see some new faces. Well, or some new names, because you only see our faces and they're really old.
Arcade Revival. Got here late, but saw the code.
Yay! Put up again. We'll go out with the code. Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
It was still up.
Ah, there you go. We're up anyway. Right, so we'll see you next week, or you'll hear us chatting tomorrow and heckling from the sidelines when E-stim Systems
Yeah.
do their live stream. Thanks for everyone. It's 5 o'clock UK time, so 5 o'clock GMT. Hey, see, I got in before E-stim Systems. So be there. Let's make it a really good, enjoyable one for them.
Yeah.
They've got a guest and a swear button. So so I think we know who's coming. So catch you next week. Bye. For now.